space, no one can hear you scream. It's a shame the same can't be said about playing particular video games in your living room.
First-person survival horror game Alien Isolation is an exercise in nerve-shredding fear. The player adopts the role of Amanda Ripley, the daughter of the original movie's heroine, trapped on a creaky space station.
She was trying to hack the elevator's security. Circuits are fried, easy fix.
Whose owners must have forgotten to pay the electricity bill, as most of the station's environs are lit so dimly you'll need a torch to illuminate the next terrifying close encounter.
Gotta keep moving.
The player is under-equipped with pretty useless weapons, which they'll need to modify and cobble together to create tools for distraction and survival.
Hey, don't move!
Before facing off against scavenging humans, creepy bargain basement androids, and of course, the near indestructible xenomorph itself. The first time you see the alien properly in the game, you're frozen to the spot with fear, but you're also admiring it as it elegantly uncoils itself from an overhead service hatch. And then it kills you. You don't have the correct weapons to kill the alien, so instead of taking pot shots at it, which never ends well, it's safer to run and conceal yourself. As a first-person game, this is less gung-ho and more go and hide. The art and production design of this title demand particular praise. This is the future as imagined in the late 1970s, channeling the visual style and stylings of Ridley Scott's Alien movie. Story snippets are delivered by listening to tape recordings found scattered around the station.
Julia Jones, today's update.
And every part of the game world, from the chunky green screen computers to the future retro adverts on the station's walls, helps reinforce the game's overall aesthetic.
It's not just the visuals that are retro though. Some of the gameplay is straight out of the 20th century. A good example is the save points.
No auto-saving here. The player is constantly saving their progress in between encounters.
The reason for the constant saving is that most of the missions are punishingly difficult, a lot of them requiring a fair bit of trial and error in order to complete them. The missions themselves are also a little bit uninspiring. The player just has to go and fetch an item, bring it back to a non-playing character in order to progress the action.
Apart from the main story mode, Isolation features a survivor mode, basically get from point to point before the alien can catch you. And some familiar faces make an appearance in the form of the crew of the original movie, who've returned to lend their voices to a bonus DLC mission set on the doomed shipping vessel, the Nostromo.
The film itself, as Ridley created it, is pretty complete. So in a sense, this new project is inspired very much by all of those fantastic details and his camera work, which really put the audience in that environment anyway. What intrigued me about this was it's very much inspired by the original story, but takes it in a brand new direction.
Despite some old-school pacing problems, Alien Isolation is a superior slice of survival horror science fiction.